But one thing to know is that whole food are way better because it has micronutrients that um, whey protein doesn't have. Because in eggs there is vitamin A, there is. We are going to discuss if actually being protein is worth it because it's not actually worth it for everyone. First of all, we are gonna start with the bad news. If um, your daily protein intake is fulfilled, you do not need extra protein. So if you take a scoop of protein, it's not gonna do anything except it's cost a lot of money. Anyway, what is the daily need of protein? It is about 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. I'm 85 kilograms, so multiply that by 2. It's like 170 grams of protein needed daily. And since I struggle to have that much protein for every day, I mean, in my just diet, I do need to take protein to actually get extra gains. And to give an order of an idea, I guess the more you train, the more you need protein. Maybe since I go to the gym 7 times a week or even more sometimes, I need to have this much protein. And for someone that only goes 3 times a week, it might be only 1.2. Depends on the individual, on the body weight. The more you weigh, the more you need protein. As needed, I say, as it is mentioned by the reference range from 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So, to give an idea of how useful it is, let's imagine that you go to the gym 3 times a week. Taking one scoop of protein might give you an extra 3 to 5 grams of muscle per week. It's not backed by research, it's just to give you an idea. But since you can have someone else that is going to the gym 14 times a week, twice a day, basically, and this individual is going to benefit way more from this protein and might be building 10 extra grams with the protein that is supplemented. But one thing to know is that whole food are way better because it has micronutrients that whey protein doesn't have. Because in eggs there is vitamin A, there is healthy fats, there is biotin that is good for hair, nails, skin, but that is not the case in whey. So whole food is always going to be a better choice, and therefore protein should not be the main source of protein in your diet. One thing to add that is pretty bad about the industry of protein on the market, I guess, is that what you see on the package, it might be 25 grams of protein per scoop written on the big thing of protein. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but a research was done, a video was done by Ryan Emerson, and he said that depending on the brand, it might be even way less than what is expected. For instance, instead of 25 grams, it might be only 18 or 20, based on the brand or the quality of the brand. So that is something to consider, because now I recognize that protein might not be worth it just because of that. And since I'm a fucking broke student, I can't really buy protein every time and just do not care and then put 3 scoops in because it's way too expensive. Um, so be careful about that. And as a conclusion, protein powder is not necessarily worth it for everyone. I mean, I only started it like a week ago when I have been going to the gym for 2 years straight because when you only go 2 times a week or 3 times a week, it doesn't really matter because you don't need that much protein. If it is only 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, you can easily do it. But if you don't, you can easily supplement it with extra protein from whey protein of any brand. And it is only worth it, in my opinion, if you struggle to have your daily um, protein intake unfulfilled by the end of the day, and this helps. So